All right, here we are. Here we are. What's going on, Eddie?
Hey, how you doing, Stacy?
Man, if I was any better, I don't know if I could stand it, brother.
I love it.
So welcome everyone. I can't see you, but I hope that you can see me. And I am here tonight with my good friend Eddie Chavarria, and we're going to talk about a few things that he's got going on, maybe a little bit about what we over here at Valor Health going on, and just going to be a kind of shooting the breeze thing. So first of all, man, how you been?
Oh man, I've been good. I've been good. Thanks for asking. Life's keeping me busy. My little one's keeping me busy. Right after this, I got a softball game to run too. So good, man.
For your little one or you?
Yeah, for my little one. I'm too old for that.
Right on. Well, hey, if you're in the viewing audience, go ahead and jump on the comments and let us know that you're listening in, and let us know where you're dialing in from, and if you're a veteran, where you served, when you served, and all that good stuff. We would love to hear from you. All right.
Sure.
So with that, Eddie, tell me a little bit about yourself. So anybody that's watching this live or maybe catching a rerun later can know a little bit about who Eddie Chavarria is.
Yeah. So thanks again for having me, by the way. Always great to talk to you. And a little bit about me. Military history, served from 2000 to 2013. Had a couple of different MOSs. Went from enlisted to warrant officer. I got to fly a couple aircraft and go overseas a couple of times. Had a great time, loved it. And since then, had a lot of transition into the corporate world, into all those types of environments. And that's kind of what brought me to what I'm doing now is um, the struggle that I had and not knowing where I belonged. So that's kind of where Red, White, and Revive is right now, right? As far as like the journey to well-being, if you will, and it applies to everybody. It applies to veterans because I can definitely attest to what they go through. Athletes because they go through rigorous environments and sometimes it's cut short. So what's next? And then executives, right? The happier you are, the more productive you are. So
And that's awesome stuff. And I can relate to a couple of those things. Obviously, the veteran. I myself am a veteran and executive. If you saw my workout routine, you would know that I'm not an athlete, so I can't really relate there. But man, it's so important. And I'll just relate this back to veterans. You know, you're in the service and you're regimented and you know exactly what's happening every moment of every day, and you're told a lot of times, you know, what to do and when to do it and how to do it and all that stuff. And then when you leave service, what
hard
what
stop.
happens? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hard stop. That's exactly right. And that's hard for a lot of people, that abrupt change in life like that.
Mhm.
And so that's what you're doing. You're helping that transition. Um, can you tell me a little bit about how that works?
Yeah. So a fun fact here, not so fun actually, but it numbers show that after discharge, veterans are more likely to fall into depression, anxiety, that type of thing, right? Um, and I recently earned a well-being certification, and so the program was based evident. It was like an evidence-based practices for like strengthening resilience, reducing stress, and improving overall mental health. Right. The reason I liked it is because it's science backed, right? And by no means am I a mental health professional or a doctor, but I understand and am understanding more that there is science behind physically and mentally being happier. And
Yeah.
I can show and help and apply those tools to anybody that wants to, go down that journey. Now, it does take some work. It does.
So you just can't flip a switch and here you go and give them the magic keys and life is great. That's not how it works.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not how it works. There is some work to it, and some of it kind of, to us military individuals, it seems a little cheesy, right? Like things as easy as, you know, taking deep breaths or taking 5 minutes to be grateful about something, rewiring your thinking process um, can actually, after a while, create a pattern of more uh, feelings of joy, feelings of fulfillment. A lot of us think that we'll be happy if we get that job, or if we get that good grade, or if we get that raise. Are we really going to be happy? And that's kind of what we look at too. Is what are your personal values? Not, are you just chasing a task or obligation, to be able to say, hey, I got this promotion. But then it's like, okay, now what? Are you really happy?
Right.
So little things like that. I really liked the gratitude exercises and positive reflection, because it doesn't take anything but you stopping and literally thinking of what you're grateful for. And that alone right there changes and rewires your brain after a certain period of time of you being consistent. So
You know, man, I couldn't agree with you more. And that is so easy for me to overlook in my daily
I always tell you, I was always telling you, you need to take time. You need to take time.
yeah.
And
You
time
get
is a
focused
commodity.
and you get laser driven and working on that task that you're talking about, making sure that things are getting done like you believe they need to be, and you put everything else off to the side. And
Mhm.
yeah, that's so important. And so can you tell me um, how people can get a hold of you
Mhm.
to talk to you about some of these things that you're doing?
Sure. Yeah, sure. So I do have a website. It's redwhiterevive.com. And then also on there, it'll have a lot of different information. Also, um, some of testimonials and things like that, right? But it'll have my contact information, my number, so if anybody has any questions, and you can email me or set up a quick 15-minute call to see if it's something that works for you, works for your family, something that you want to pursue. And like I said, the work that you need to do sometimes is, it seems like work because you're thinking this is my goal. Whereas if you rethink of, is this goal making me happy or not, then you have to kind of switch and be like, well, I really don't want to work 70 hours a week. I want to spend more time with my family. That's what makes me happy. So just
Yeah,
understanding and being real with yourself, those kind of things too.
I love that. Can you give me and everybody watching this kind of a high level overview of maybe one of your programs and how it looks, to somebody just coming in and
Mhm.
talking with you and say, listen, I have no idea what to do. I just know that I need to get off the couch, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, and our first goal is to identify what is going on with your life. What are some of the struggles? Um, what are some things that maybe are going good? And then we kind of build a plan for the tools to then put into practice, right? Because everybody's different, right? Not,
Okay.
not everybody's going to have the same want or goal. A veteran may want something different than an executive, right? Um, but that's where we kind of look and see, okay, what are you trying to achieve? And at the end of the day, the overall goal is for everybody to understand that you can be happy. You know,
Yeah.
it's scientifically proven you could be happy. You just need to have the right tools and perspective, if you will.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So you don't have a cookie cutter program, a one size fits all. Everything is tailored to each individual that comes and
Yeah.
talks with you. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. And I base a lot of this. I'm actually in the process right now of finishing my master's in psychology. Not clinical, but more just psychology as far as understanding. So that I can have the better understanding as well, because I'm going through this as well. I've
Yeah.
tried some of these things, and that's why I believe in it, right? Not only because the science says so and the studies proved it, it actually helped me um, reduce my burnout, increase my motivation. I mean, I used to have a hard time getting out of bed, hard time, and when I started applying some of this, um, I can't wait to get out of bed because I got things to do. You know, it's crazy. It's
That's
working.
awesome.
So yeah, yeah.
That's good stuff, bro. I love hearing that. All right. So if you want to take a few minutes and jump over to Eddie's website at redwhiterevive.com, you can schedule some time with him. He's got a calendar on there that just pick a day and time that works for you and see what he can do for you. I'm sure it's all great stuff. And I will give you my opinion of Eddie unequivocally. I've known Eddie for years, and he is a phenomenal dude. And his heart is absolutely in the right place. So you won't go wrong giving him a ring. All right.
I appreciate that, Stacy. Yeah, and remember, being happy, but also it's gonna help in productivity. It's gonna help in your leadership abilities, because I also am trying to uh, get in the space of also helping leaders, not just in the formal leadership training, but also how the military trained us as leaders, and then the psychology of it as well. So, I mean, it's very interesting,
It
you
all
know.
works together.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So we are at a point here in the show that I'm going to throw some rapid fire questions at you. And for those of you listening, I haven't prepped Eddie on these. He has no idea what's getting ready to come after him. But this will give everybody an opportunity to get to know Eddie on a little different plane, if you will. So here we go. So, what are you passionate about? What makes you excited?
What makes me excited? That's kind of an open-ended question, but honestly, it's seeing somebody that I help thrive. I mean, honestly, it everything else can go with it, right? The accomplishments and the um everything that goes with it. But I think just seeing people flourish, because when I see that with my daughter, it's huge, right? So that's what I'm passionate about.
I love that, man. And I can absolutely relate to that, in what we do over here at Valor Health, and we get that feedback from a veteran that we had a small part in affecting life change for them.
Hmm.
And it's really what fills my cup. So I
Yeah.
completely agree with you there. It's absolutely amazing. All right. What does your ideal weekend look like?
Sitting on my butt and watching football.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it. Just sitting there
Uh,
and vegging on the football.
Around this time, yeah. This is about the time for that, and doing some outdoor activities as well, but um definitely around this time frame, waiting for that cooler weather to come
Yeah.
and just chill. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Okay. Couple more here. Got three
Yeah,
more
yeah.
for you.
Go for it.
What's one thing that you're really proud of, or a significant accomplishment that you've achieved?
Huh. Gosh, that's a good one. I mean, I think being a father.
Mm,
I think that's the biggest one I have. Because before that, uh, I was lost, right? I mean, kind of just doing for me, where I learned that I can do for others, with that deep love. You know what I mean?
I
So
do know what you mean.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I know as you as a father as well,
yeah,
right?
that's absolutely a life change. And when they grow up, all my kids are grown. They're still your kids. You
Hmm.
know, it never changes.
Yeah.
All right. Um, I already know the answer to this one, but I'll let you expand on it a little bit. Is
All
there
right.
anything you're currently learning or aspiring to learn?
I'm always wanting to learn about different things, but right now, the areas that we talked about really are fascinating to me.
Mhm.
Just because it fills my cup. It allows me to be able to help others, um, and it gives me a purpose. So, you know, that's kind of what drives me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. And finally, what's your favorite thing about your family or about your close friends?
I would say being able to know that you can talk about anything without judgment.
Yeah.
I would say that. Yeah, in both
Good
friends
space to
and
be in.
family.
That's a good space to be in for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna give you a passing grade on that, Eddie. Great
Nice.
job.
They weren't as bad as I thought.
Yeah, no, I appreciate playing along with me. I think it's important for people to see, not just the clinical side
Mhm.
of what we do, but we're real people just like everybody watching, right? So,
Yep.
um, and our mission over here at Valor Health and yours as well is to help, right?
Mhm.
What can we do to help? Um,
Yep. Yep. And I wanted to also add real quick. So even for instance, veterans going through the process of your program, I mean, I'm sure there's stress, there's anxiety. I've been through that. So I mean, even something like that, learning some of these tools can be very helpful as well, right? Because
yeah,
a lot of the times you get to that position where you get to the goal, but then you're like, okay, now what? And that's where, you know, we could talk and say, well, what is next for you? What is next for your family? What are you doing to get that going, or get the uh, information to get that going? So
yeah.
yeah.
That's so important, and it's funny that you bring that up, Eddie, because myself and the leadership team has actually been talking about that very thing over the past couple of weeks. Is what can we do to help veterans in other areas of their life? Because we're in specifically the VA disability space. We partner with coaches, we partner with VSOs, and they do the claims stuff and all that, and we help them fill in gaps with medical evidence that they may need. Right.
Hmm.
So that's the difference between what Valor Health does and what a coaching company does. We don't offer that assistance to vets going
Hmm.
through the process. But do you do that at all on your side? No.
Not at all. No, and
Okay.
the only reason we're partnered is if vets are looking for medical evidence, right? I mean, it's a trusted company,
Yeah.
and they can go to you. But yeah, I have nothing to do with the claims coaching, consulting, or submitting any claims now.
Yeah. There's plenty of organizations out there that can assist veterans with that.
Hmm.
And we can certainly point you in directions of different organizations if you come to us and you're needing that guidance. And Eddie, I assume that you have your contacts too that you can point people to if they
For
need that
sure.
assistance, right?
Yeah.
Cool. And really, that's what we're here for. If we can't specifically help, then we're going to help you find your way,
Hmm.
right?
Yep. And be happy, right?
And be happy.
At the
Yeah,
end of the day, right? Be happy and be productive.
And if you're not happy and if you're not being productive, jump over here to this website right here at the bottom, grab a call with Eddie, and he will help you get this sorted out.
Yeah. And like I said, I appreciate that. I'm not the expert. I'm learning with you. A lot of this stuff is science backed. So eh, I I really believe in it, not only like I said because of that, but I've tried a lot of this and I'm just like it's crazy how you can actually train yourself with habits, good habits, and your brain to emotionally and physically feel better. It's crazy.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. All right. Well, as we're winding down here, Eddie, I'm going to throw some of my information up here at the bottom. If any of you are going through the disability process and you could use medical evidence to bolster your claim, you can jump over here to valorhealth.net or give us a call, 877-84-VALOR. Right. We do offer a free case evaluation, so you can jump over there, grab an appointment with one of our case analysts, and we'll see what we can do for you. So feel free to reach out to us, reach out to Eddie. We are here for you in all kinds of different areas. So, Eddie, do you have any parting words for the crew?
Man, it's good seeing you. Always good talking to you. You always have been a mentor and leader to me that I've looked up to. But you could take some advice from me. So take some time for yourself, Stacy.
I'll give you a call. Let's put me on your schedule. All
Heck
right.
yeah. Heck yeah, man.
All right, Eddie. Hey, brother, it was a pleasure having you here tonight, and I look forward to continued partnership and helping vets every day.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Have a great week. Have a great night. Have a great month. Have a great year, and blessings to all. Take care.
Bye, guys.